An Instagram model named Salma El-Shami was recently arrested in Egypt for what the local authorities referred to as an indecent photo shoot. The model, along with her photographer, were detained soon after sharing images of herself dressed in a pharaoh-like costume. We're going to tell you all about it right here on IO, but first make sure you tap that like button to show some love to the channel. Now, without any further delay, let's just get right into it. Instagram influencer Salma El-Shami has around 100,000 followers on her new account called Salma El-Shami Official, although she has mentioned in the past that she had around 300,000 on a previous account before it was hacked. She also has become very popular on TikTok as well, and according to her bio, she has grown to ignore the crabby comments and bad attitudes. That being said, this is also why people were first drawn to her. She became well known for regularly clapping back at hateful comments. And as I mentioned earlier, she was arrested along with her photographer Hussam Mohammed. Salma had posed in front of several ancient monuments at the Saqqara necropolis before drawing the attention of the police. Just moments after Salma shared the images and a video to her Instagram, many social media users called them offensive, indecent, and inappropriate. The Egyptian security source confirmed the arrest by announcing, "A photographer has been arrested after a private photo shoot with dancer Salma El-Shami in the Archaeological zone. They were arrested for taking photos at the ancient site without proper authorization from the local authorities." Although the following day even the police were receiving heavy criticism over the arrest. The pyramid where she was arrested is believed to be 4,700 years old, and because of this it's registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And for more than 3,000 years the site was also used as an active burial ground, and so there are very strict regulations that ban photography. It's viewed as indecent, as I mentioned, but also disrespectful. In most cases though, any photography is banned unless you do your research on the planning required to get the photos that you want. Although now, because of this arrest, an internal investigation had to be done to find out who from the tourism police at the ministry allowed this to happen. The photo showed the model standing in front of the Saqqara pyramid wearing a tight white pharaoh-like outfit with glittering accessories. So far, 6 employees at the ministry have been interrogated about their alleged involvement. A local source also said that the legal action will be taken against the culprit. According to the local news outlet Akhbar El-Yum, Salma El-Shami appeared before a prosecutor and attempted to argue that she was not aware that photography required a permit. She also apparently had no idea that it was absolutely forbidden in that area, and that her intent was to promote tourism in Egypt. Although if she had been paying attention to the news, she should have been at least a little bit suspicious. Because back in January, if you remember, YouTuber Vitaly spent 5 days in an Egyptian prison because he illegally climbed a pyramid. He also took and posted photos of himself with the pyramids of Giza in the background, which is also a big no-no. In November, the Egyptian parliament officially made it illegal to climb the pyramids. According to Ahram Online, they reported on the ruling and said, it ruled that anyone found climbing any antiquity without obtaining a license could face at least 1 month's imprisonment and or a fine of no less than 10,000 Egyptian pounds and not more than 100,000 Egyptian pounds. During the meeting where this was decided, Susie Nashed, a member of the community, said, "The amendments aim at stopping thuggish acts towards Egyptian antiquities." An advisor to the Antiquities Minister said that these amendments aim to protect Egyptian artifacts after recent abusive practices. The latest of which was a climbing of one of the pyramids of Giza by a foreign person who committed what they referred to as a negative deed. That negative deed dates back to 2018 when legal action was taken against a couple after photos surfaced from their bizarre intercourse photo shoot on top of the pyramids. However, with these new laws in place and people already being made an example of, I really doubt that anyone is going to be trying to climb a pyramid anytime soon. Lastly, to close this story out, it's been reported that while Salma El-Shami and her photographer were released on bail, they will still face charges for taking photos without authorization from the Saqqara Archaeological Site. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled "Selena Gomez fans are furious because of this." Rose R says, "That wasn't a joke, it was terrible writing. How is that trying to relate to their audience when they could have used so many other situations to talk about that weren't so cringe?" Well, here's the thing. A lot of Hollywood writers stay in their writing rooms and they are very cringe as a result of that. I mean, a lot of them are good, but anytime you get a reboot, I mean, just think about reboots for a second here. Which writers are you hiring for a reboot? Because they're never gonna be good. So you just get whoever you can and you end up with jokes like that one. Lena P says, "Don't mock a pain you haven't endured." Couldn't have said it better myself. Ryan Conlon says, "I think Saved by the Bell should be cancelled not because of the joke, but because reboots are very lazy most of the time." Yeah, most of the time they are extremely lazy. They're just like, "Oh look, remember that person that you loved from 30 years ago? They're back, they're old, but they're back now." So lazy. Music Crave says, "This is sick. Everyone always loves to bully Selena for some reason while she's one of the least problematic celebrities I know. She deserves better." Oh, you know Selena Gomez? Okay, I'll agree with you that she's one of the least problematic celebrities that the public is aware of, but don't claim that you know someone. Blank Dragon says, "No wonder I couldn't find what people were talking about. They took down all evidence." Yeah, they had to scrub those videos real quick because the backlash was on fire. I mean, it was all over the place. You kept hearing, Saved by the Bell, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, protect Selena Gomez at all costs. And we will, especially with that video. Thank you so much for watching. That's been today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy.